Nice. Ooh, good move. That'll be a charge. Mid-act. What's going on, folks? Trying something new. I'm gonna try to keep that little stream going on in the back because I got that big watermark logo up there. They won't. I don't have to worry about them copyright me. But I tell you what, man, Indiana cannot rebound to save their life. They cannot for all of the plays and the great passes and everything. What this game is coming down to is every time Atlanta has the opportunity to get a shot, they hit their shots, and Atlanta's not. I mean, Indiana's not getting rebounds, and not to mention the turnovers. Turnovers have killed them all game. So, but what's going on, John? What's going on, Daniel Berry? Missed another shot. They're going to end up losing the game. They had cut it down, and then Atlanta get going again. So Got to be better than that. And I tell you what, this is something that they have to be worried about or concerned about as they go into the playoffs, because you cannot turn the ball over at this pace and expect to win in the playoffs. You cannot do that. So I don't know what they got to. They got to figure something out. I'm in the Facebook chat and some people are saying that Caitlin Clark looks sick, and I'm like, listen, whether she's sick or not, when you step on that court, expectations need to be met. So yeah, we'll talk about a lot of stuff after the game. So, but they only down by 9. You got 5 minutes left, and you can still get a swing, but you got to play defense on Atlanta. And how about slowing down Tina Charles and the girl that won the 3-point contest? How about trying to get in their face? The one thing I have noticed is that, and this is not particularly for this game, but the last 4 or 5 games, teams that play Indiana move the ball well on the perimeter, and they find a spot when they're passing the ball around. Somebody eventually will be late getting to their man, and it'll set up for an open shot. And they've been draining these open shots, last 2 games in particular. So they have got to get better at, just moving around, um, and getting to their spots and contesting shots, because they haven't been very good at doing that. And on the offense, I said it earlier in the chat. Have you watch Caitlin Clark when she doesn't have the ball on offense? Watch what she does. Her movement without the ball. Now, it very well could be that's the play. That's the way the play is drawn, and she's supposed to stay where she is. But I ain't never seen an offense where if you don't have the ball, you stand in the exact same place. You got to move. You got to be looking for an open cut, anything like that. And a lot of times she'll give the ball up and then she'll stay right in the same spot. And a lot of times on their offense, they make those handoff passes coming across the top, and then you have 2 people in the same space. And you can't have that. You got to have people spaced out, um, to give yourself some room to run an offense. And let's see if they can get a stop. Okay, there's one. That's one turnover. Kelsey pushing it, pops it. That's a long 2. She hits. 7 point game. Ooh, um, I'm just getting this on Facebook. There is a referee investigation of the referee oversight. Somebody just posted this on Facebook. Interesting. We'll talk about that in a minute. Good block by Fat Benley. Yeah, he didn't have to, but when you feeling it, I know we're going back a little bit, John, but when you feeling it, you got to roll with it. But let me see if I can find out about this article. Hold tight. I'm gonna post this. See if I can post this link. Inspirational stories. Um, I don't know if this. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this story is real. This website looks suspect. I'm not even gonna put that in the chat. This website looks very, very suspect. So I don't believe that story. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that in that Facebook chat. Website looks very sketch. So we'll get back. I want to see. Let me see if I can get this on. See if I can look at the game charts. So right now, see if I can fix this. Hold on. Second monitor. Yeah, it's not gonna let me know. All right, we'll leave it alone. I'll just read it off to you. Second, Indiana has 14 turnovers to Atlanta 6 points. What's the points off turnovers? They've only had 7 points off turnovers though, so it hasn't seemed like it's been that bad. So get back to the game. All right, let's see if Indiana can make a stop. Well, our rebounding sucks. We get out hustled for rebounds all the time on the boards. All right, you can get it to at least a 4 or 5 point cut down. Cardiac fever. Yeah, man. You're right. You're right. Oh, good pass. Good pass by Caitlin Clark. Let's see what the box scores is. I don't know what Caitlin Clark has. How many assists does she have? She got 7 assists. 20.7 assists. Okay. Ryan Howard is just killing tonight, man. Good pass by hit it Lex. Nice. That was huge. That was huge. That was a good pass right there. Huge shot by Lexi Hall. Okay, so now you know that Lexi Hall is not a one-hit wonder. Why you leave her alone? Another rebound by Lex. Lex gets those hustle rebounds. I would argue that Lexi is a better rebounder than Aaliyah Boston. Oh, but she got club hands, damn it. Good pass by Caitlin Clark. You got to get that, Lex. Good pass. Good pass and good shot. Got to be able to convert that, though. Yeah, Saquon did turn up for us, man. Yes, sir. Get the ball. Get the ball. Jump ball. Good job. Good job. Good job. The Fever had a subpar third quarter, and they had to come back and make it an even third quarter. But they're fighting to get to even. It was like a 10 point lead, 12 point lead at one point. So they've been battling back, man. Good stop, another defensive stop. Can they convert and make this a one possession game? Taylor's gonna look to hit the three. Is she gonna take a long one? Go up. Good move again. Aaliyah Boston been working on that quick turnaround. One possession game. Y'all need to stop. Keep the defense up. Help her out. Help her out. Get that. There you go. There you go. That's how you pull a rebound down. All right. Now they can take. They can tie to take the lead. Tie it. Go for the high percentage shot. Help. Help. And one. She's got 2 shots. Tie the game. Kelsey Mitchell is clutch. And even as a Caitlin Clark fan, I know that the best shooter on that team is Kelsey Mitchell. Don't get it twisted. And if you want to go really by percentage only, it's Lexi Hall right now. There you go. That's my home girl. I say it every time she plays. Out of Cincinnati, Ohio, Princeton High School. Put your hand over your heart every time you say it. Let's go, Kels. 2 for 2. There you go. Make the free ones. Tie ball game. Let's get a defensive stop and take this game over. Stay on her. She gonna shoot. Get good defense. Good defense. Less than 10 seconds. Good drive. It's a good shot. Wow, what a pass. Great pass by Caitlin Clark. Great conversion by Timmy Fack-Bentley. That was huge. That was huge. Good defense. Oh, wasn't quite fast. Oh, she's sleeping. All right, why didn't you go to the right side? There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Take over, Kels. I ain't mad at that. We're gonna win this game. Kelsey gonna take it. Take it. Take it, Caitlin. Boom. Nobody there for the rebound. Damn it. She had the shot. She just didn't make it. She had the shot. She just didn't make it. I'd have went back to Kelsey Mitchell on that one because Kelsey got the hot hand, but they got it to her. She got the look. She just didn't make the shot. They got a shot. They got enough time to contest another shot, and they still got enough time that if Atlanta scores, to come back down to score. So you got 44 seconds left on the clock. And yeah, you got time. You got plenty of time. There they go. In fact, Bentley runs that floor. She got that long stride, that long gait, and she can get up and down that floor. And now, admittedly, Tammy did not look good the last 2 games. Did not. But Timmy has she only got 2 points. What points she got? 7 points. Aaliyah Boston's having a good game. Hayden's got a good game. Kennedy 1 assist for a double-double. Let's see if they can get it done. Let's see if they can get it done. Good steal. Oh, Lexi Hall. Almost. Almost. Almost had that one. Oh, had it. Hmm. It's gonna be a tight. It's gonna be a tight one. 2-point game. 27 seconds left. They got enough time to get a shot. Or they can take up all of the time. They got to make that three though. If they're gonna shoot a three, they got to hit it. So who you gonna go? You gonna go to Lexi or you gonna go to Kelsey? Because they got the higher percentage 3-point shot. So Chrissy Size has got a decision to make. And let's be honest, this can get iffy. This is all about getting the right look. They had the right look last time, and Kaylin missed the shot. So, but now you got three options to shoot that three, and all of them are good options. Somebody got to hit something. Somebody got to hit something. Mm. See what they gonna do. See what they gonna do. See what they gonna do. They hit a shot. Tie ball game. Good move by Aaliyah. Great move by Aaliyah. They got timeout. So Atlanta going time out for the last shot. Great move by Aaliyah Boston. I'm letting Curry take it. I'm letting I'm letting Steph take that shot, bro. Let there be no misunderstanding. Steph is taking that shot. And I grew up in the Bird era, so I know what he's like, but Steph is in a whole nother universe right now. All right, they playing for the last shot. They didn't get it. They missed it. They missed it. Overtime. They threw the ball away. I think Aaliyah Boston touched it. They gave it to Shaq. I think she just lost control of the ball when she went up for that little baby hook. It was not enough time. Ooh, she just missed that shot too. All right, overtime. Good game. Good game. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Is this the first overtime game for Indiana this year? She had an open shot. She just didn't make it. Allen had it. She had a good look. Oh, that was Alicia Gray. They gave it to Shaq. Oh my God. OT. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. I don't think anybody's in foul trouble. So There we go. We'll see what they're gonna do, man. This has been a good one. It's been a very good one. Indiana just played a little bit better coming out the half. They may have taken this game, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They are balling. They can look relaxed. They can do. You got 5 minutes to prove who's the best. And got off to a quick start and got the buckets. What's up, Gentorino? Yeah, yeah. Caitlin Clark. AB played a lot better today. A lot better today. Timmy played a lot better today. She don't have a lot of points, but running up and down the court and just getting those shots. Oh, where my man at? Is Kev on here? Kev not on here. I got to get my fireworks ready because Caitlin Clark just hit a mid range shot. You know, you gotta put the fireworks out when Caitlin Clark hit a midi. Going all the way around, nobody there. They got there late. They just didn't get in the pass. Oh, she dropped the ball. Thank you for boxing out, Timmy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh Lord, that's a bad shot. That's a bad shot. Why'd you take that? Oh, right to the hole. Right to the hole. Kelsey's tired. She would have had that shot. I don't like her with the top of the key with the ball. Yeah, they tired. Good move. Good move, Aaliyah. Good move. We about 30 seconds off. If you look at the scoreboard on my screen, we at 3:08. The TV is telling me 3:30. We count down. We 3:25 right now. So we're talking about 25-second difference. So going back and forth. Then they just gave up the turnover. They didn't score though. It's still tied 94 piece. So she must have missed the free throws. She missed the first free throw. It's at 3:08. Now they synced up. So she missed the first free throw. Um, she's shooting the second one. She missed both free throws. Tina Charles is out. Now, if she missed this free throw and they get a rebound, an offensive rebound, there we go. Damn, she missed both rebounds. Indiana makes the shot. I don't know who hit that. Frank Bentley. Take the shot. Take the shot. She hits it. She hits. Man, they going back and forth with it. You got 208. Leah Boston turned the ball over. Still 96 apiece. Turnovers have been killing Indiana today. If they can just cut their turnovers in half, man, they have they don't add it up. I don't like this one. '98. They still battling. Man, this is a heavyweight fight right here. Nice putback by Leah Boston. Got to go. They got to take a shot. That's a bad shot. Box out. Good rebound. Red ball. Wait a minute. So how? So now we done switched up. Stop the clock at 112 or 114. I think they're gonna put 2 seconds back on the clock. All right, it's getting real. Getting real. So they're gonna go. It's gonna come down to the last shot again. They need to. They got the ball. They need to convert and stop. That's what they need to do. Convert and stop. So let's see if they can do it. Aaliyah Boston's been killing them with that spin. I don't know why she hasn't been doing that for the whole year, but she doing it now. All right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, less than a minute. What y'all gonna do? All right, let's go. Let's go. Hit the shot. Leah Boston Hook shot. Lexi Hall with the assist. Minute 3. Right back out. Leah Boston is in her bag tonight, man. Sometimes it's like that, man. Sometimes it's like that, John. 30 and 13. Good lord. I think what you call it? I think Aaliyah Boston hit and Caitlin Clark got double doubles now. Caitlin Clark has 22 points and 12 assists. Yeah, give it to the hot hand, man. Back to the living room. I got the Dallas game up on the Eagles already played, so they won in Brazil. Dallas is clobbering Cleveland. Cleveland, what's the name? Their quarterback is on the clock. This is last year in Cleveland. They got to get rid of him if they want to win. All right, 54. Still a one possession game. Who got the ball? Kelsey Mitchell gets a rebound. So they missed the shot. Short. Help her out. Help her out. No, no, I don't like that pass. They double teaming. Help her out. That wasn't a foul. Damn. I don't know about that one, but you gotta kick the ball out if you get double teamed like that. No, they just scrum for the ball, waiting for the call, man. Move it. They got to move without the ball. Move without the ball. Oh, red ball. So now they got a chance to make it a 4-point game. See if they can do it. You even call a timeout. Lexi Hole with the hustle again. Oh yeah, that's red ball. Nah, I don't think that was a jump ball, John. I think the girl from Atlanta touched it last and it bounced out of bounds. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Continue Charles foul out. Giving up these fouls. Yep. They just trying to get the ball back. So they foul Caitlin Clark. She goes to the line. Your stream is 30 seconds. I'm at 23.9. Caitlin Clark just hits her first of 2 free throws. 3-point game. Now she hits both free throws, so now you got a 4-point game, and less than you got 23.9 to go, and so they're planning to get the ball back and get their shot. So they're planning to go down, take a quick shot, and then D them up. Because if they can hit a 3, it's a 1-point game. They foul again, put them on the line, make 2 free throws. They get an opportunity to hit another 3. So smart move by Atlanta, in my opinion. No matter who they foul, they just trying to get to make an opportunity where they can tie the game. So they Indiana has to make a stop. Has to make a stop. Indiana has to make a stop right now. Yeah. On the broadcast, they were talking about why would they foul Caitlin Clark? You get anybody on the line just so you can get the ball back. So if they hit a 3, this works in their favor. If they hit a 2, they still have the odds that they might miss a free throw, but you still have the opportunity to try to get the game back and have another shot. Maybe you get a foul on a 3-point shot and you make it. So we'll see. This is what the third game that Indianapolis done hit 100. Ooh, Lexi Hall almost had that one. Ugly shot. Good hustle by Lexi Hall. Good hustle by Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall is your hustle right there. Tie the ball up. Tie the ball up. That's a foul. She goes on the line, right? So if she hits these 2 free throws, that's a wrap. She hits these 2 free throws, that's a wrap. And she's a good free throw shooter. And she missed it. Lord have mercy. You got to be clutch on the line, man. Got to make them free ones. Make it a 5-point game. And she missed both of them. Damn. Caitlin Clark on the line again. So she made the first free throws is 104. She made both free throws. 4-point game, 4.5 seconds left. John, I would foul her too, but Aaliyah Boston got Caitlin Clark the ball. So smart. You want to get the ball to Caitlin Clark or Kelsey Mitchell? Either one of those two. Ball game. Good game, man. Holy crap, good game. Wow, what a game. Great game. Leah Boston went off. That was a great win. Great win. Wish they could have done that against Minnesota, but a win is a win. Dub is a dub. Uh, that's the way to come from behind and secure it at home. Good win. Good win. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 1 Wow. Wow. Great game, man. Great game. All right, you know what time it is, man. It's time to get this post-game show started.
Get ready for the show. It's about to begin. Pro fan talk when we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. Touchdowns on liquid air, on the slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we holding down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's a wrap. That's a game. Good game. I'm trying to bring up the stats real quick. And good win. Good win. Solid comeback, faced adversity, got the job done. Let's see what the box scores. Damn it. I don't know what I got a some type of bug or something or virus on. It only happens when I go to ESPN website. Let's take a look. All right, we got Melissa Smith had 6 points. Aaliyah Boston, 30 points, 5 assists, 13 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. That's filling your stat line. 11 from 16 from the floor. She was getting it done. 8 for 8 on the free throw line. She got it done tonight. She was in her bag tonight. Aaliyah Boston gets the golf clap. Kelsey Mitchell, 21 points. She was in her bag again. Not so much from 3. She was only 2 for 7. 8 for 16, 50% from the floor. That's how you do it. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. She had 4 turnovers, though. Lexi Hall, 12 points, 4 for 5 from deep. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. That's how you get it done. Caitlin Clark, 26. She had a triple-double, almost a triple-double. 26 points, 12 assists, and only 9 turnovers. It's way too many turnovers, man. I'm sorry. Anytime you get above 5 turnovers, I got to call it out. 9 turnovers is entirely too many. And she is trying to force the issue with the passes. Sometimes you got to know when not to pass. So, we'll deal with that, but a dub is a dub. Everybody was turning the ball over. They ended up with 17 turnovers a night versus 5 or versus 8. So they had more than double the turnovers. I don't know how many points they had. When I looked at the WNBA stats before, they didn't. Atlanta didn't have a lot of points off of turnovers, so it was. It wasn't too bad. But they got to be better at that. And I'm looking at everything going forward. I look at everything going forward based on what they're going to have to do into the playoffs to be successful. You can't turn the ball over like that in the playoffs. They got to find a way to do better than that. I know Caitlin Clark likes to pass, but she's got to be more selective on when she passes. She can still put the dimes right on the money, but sometimes she tries to force the issue, and that's what she's got to get better at. But yeah, a good comeback win. They was down about 16 at one point, and came back and got the dub, man. It was almost like they cursed in the third quarter, but they overcame that. It was like an 8-0 run early in the third, and they ended up coming back and making it a 21-22 third quarter. So props to them for doing that because it was looking bad for a minute. And then we outscored them 14-10 in overtime. So got the dub, got it done. Good win. Very good win. So looks like, Cowboys are still drubbing Cleveland. In Cleveland. So 9 points on turnovers. Thank you, John. Yeah, Gentorino, I am with you 100%. You can lock up the the rookie of the year, in my opinion. Yes, Angel Reese was in the running, but it wasn't close, in my opinion. Caitlin Clark, it would be different if Angel Reese was getting all those double doubles and still getting like 5 and 6 assists, but she didn't. Because I'm looking at it from the standpoint of assists. That means you are responsible for points. And Caitlin Clark had 12 assists. So her and Aaliyah Boston with the double doubles, 12 assists. So that means she's responsible for 40 points tonight. 26 of her own and 24 based on the assist. That's huge. That's huge when you can get that conversion rate. So getting your other team involved, your other teammates involved, that's what she does best. And she'll only get better at that. You got a short time period to try to get that down because I'll say it again, 9 turnovers is entirely way too many. But the other stuff that she's bringing to the table, she's balancing that out. So what are you going to say? So she had 9 turnovers, but she was responsible for 24 points for her teammates. So that balances out. It'd be different if she had 9 turnovers and 3 assists. That means she's turning the ball over more than she's getting points. So when you're responsible for points like that, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? She had a +4 for the night. Alyssa Smith had a -17, -17. In fact, Bentley had a +21. Katie Lou had a +2. Wheeler had a +1. So everybody but Alyssa Smith was in Alyssa Smith and Dantis. -17 and -5, -5. So for the most part, good game. Got it done. Leah Boston finally got back in her bag, played, and let people know why she was the rookie of the year last year. That's what you need from her. That little fake in the paint, and she was turning around and hitting that baby hook, and faking run direction and coming back the other. We hadn't seen that before, man. You got to change it up, and that's what she did tonight. And she was making shots in the paint. That's what she was doing. Making shots in the paint. You know what I feel about that? I go to my chart and we look at Aaliyah Boston. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on. I got to show y'all this. Look at that. Look at that. All of that in the paint. All of this is Aaliyah Boston. But watch this. Watch this. Watch that. Look at that. She only missed 3 shots. She only missed 3 shots in the paint. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 shots around this arc right here. That's 24 points right here. And she only missed 3 shots. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's how you win games. Y'all been with me long enough to know when I talk about points in the paint and not missing those opportunities. And tonight, Aaliyah Boston put it on them. She worked that glass, and she was doing it like a master. That's what you need from your bigs in the paint. What was Fact Bentley? Let me see, Timmy. I know she didn't score a lot, but she had 4 points in the paint. Caitlin Clark, not a lot in the paint. Lexi Hall was on her back from the perimeter. And then Kelsey Mitchell, there again, only 2 shots missed in the paint compared to her 8 points in the paint. So that's what you need in the paint. That's what you need. Kelsey Mitchell, all of this. But this right here, this is the money muscle right here. This is the money muscle. If y'all cook barbecue, you know what that means. This is the money muscle is the most, they call that the most valuable part of the pig when they cook in a whole hog, because that's the best tasting part of the pig when you do that. So when you cooking in competitions, the money muscle, you got to cook that right. This is the money muscle right here. This is where you make it happen. But look at what she missed, though. Kelsey Mitchell only missed 2 shots in the paint. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Conversion. When you can make points like that, you can make up any deficit, and that's what they did tonight. Katie Lou's a backup, man. We'll worry about that next year in the offseason. Katie Lou is a backup. I don't mind Katie Lou coming off the bench, but Lexi Hull has proven she belongs in that starting five. Now, if you want to mix and match Nalissa and Fact Bentley and all of that kind of stuff, and honestly, the only reason I think that Fact Bentley doesn't start is because of her age. I still think she should be starting, but I like the way Nalissa rebounds. I still don't think Indiana as a team does a very good job of positioning for rebounds. But today, they did a pretty decent job. Rebounds, 38. Atlanta had 38 to 37. So the rebound war was pretty even. It's pretty even. So, listen, you know, what I say about Wheeler is at some point, Wheeler had to be an all-star. She had to be good. Unfortunately, she is not that now. However, she has not been playing as bad as she was pre-Olympic break. I will say that. She's been playing solid minutes. She hasn't been turning the ball over. And she's been, you know, good for anywhere between 2 and 6 points. That's pretty much all you want from her. And for her not to turn the ball over. She didn't have any turnovers tonight. She only played 3 minutes. But you take what you can get. Dantas turned the ball. No, Dantas didn't have any turnover. Yeah. Anybody from the bench did not turn the ball over, and that's what you need. That's what you need. So she didn't score tonight, but she did what she was supposed to do. So, but I do agree. This might be her last year with Indiana because they definitely need to go in a different direction. MJ, past 3-4 games, she's been solid. She hasn't been a liability like she was before the break. I will say that. So, but ultimately, you don't want her to cost you a game. That's what it comes down to. Smith to think more seriously. She'd be one of the best 15 power forwards in the league easily. She needs to distribute. No, I'm gonna disagree with that, Gentorino. I don't think they play Nalissa correctly. There's no reason why Nalissa Smith should be getting the ball. Nalissa Smith or Leah Boston, for that matter. There's no reason that they should be getting the ball in play, running a play, and they're at the top, their 3-point range. They need to do something to keep them down low. Nalissa is your most physical rebounder. She can jump higher than Aaliyah Boston, and she can pull down those rebounds with authority. And that's what you need when you're fighting with them other bigs. She only 6'3", but she can go up with some of them taller girls. So I like Nalissa Smith when she's down low. When it comes down and the clock is running out and she's shooting 3-pointers, that's where I look at Christy Sides as like, what are you doing? How is she ending up out there? The only people that should get the ball at the top of the key is Lexi Hull, Kelsey Mitchell, and Caitlin Clark. Period. Dantas, if you want to get her out there, because Dantas can hit a 3. I'm curious as to what Dantas is going to be like next year. Because she still doesn't look like she's in shape. But she can handle her own. She can handle herself against bigger bigs down low. Because she is hard to move. She is stout. She's got a good core. And she does not move down in the paint. And she can hit the 3. She can hit some good jump shots. So I don't mind Dantas. But you got to figure out a way to use them a little bit better. So she's somebody that can get you, 6 to 12 points, and you're not expecting it. You didn't expect that from Lexi Hull, but now I'm expecting Lexi Hull. I'm expecting like 9 points a game from Lexi Hull. That's fair. I don't expect her to go off like she did that one game and have like 22, 25 points or whatever. But I am expecting her to hit her shots. She get three or 4 opportunities. I'm expecting her to hit her shots because she got a good shot. And her percentage for the team, even though she don't get a lot of shots. She's got the best 3-point percentage on the team. Not by volume, but by percentage. So I'll give her that. And she's a viable option. So the good thing about that is teams have something to deal with going into the playoffs. But you got to be able to convert. Got to be able to convert. So there's a size problem or a Smith-Boston problem then? Look, for example, she's more similar to Durant and Smith. So why does size no? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what offense they're running because it happens a lot. Where I know it's the play with, because Aaliyah Boston is always in that situation where she's got the ball at the top of the 3-point line. And I've seen her have to shoot that ball as a 3 a few times. I don't want Aaliyah Boston shooting threes. I know she can hit them, but she ain't good at it. When Aaliyah Boston makes a 3, I'm like, that's relief. If Melissa Smith hits a 3, that's relief. I'm not expecting that to happen. I want them down low on the blocks getting rebounds. That's what I want. I want every time Lexi, Caitlin, and Kelsey shoot a 3, I want them to, underneath the basket, to try to get the rebound, offensive rebound, so we can get another opportunity because they don't set up for offensive rebounds at all. And that would help the offense a lot more, in my opinion. She could be. She could be. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. But I'll say this, Jason. When you step on that court, all excuses go out the door. If she hurt, because I saw some people in the Facebook chat talking about she looked like she had a migraine. So, I don't believe that. So I don't, when you step on the court, whatever's going on, you got to deal with it. I got expectations for you because we get a dub in the win column, but it doesn't say in parentheses, Caitlin Clark looked sick. It just says she had 26 points. They don't care about that stuff. They don't care about it. And neither do I. Neither do I. So everybody knows Michael Jordan's flu game, right? But if you went down the win-loss column for that year, you never know which one it was. You never know. So it is what it is. If you hurt, if you got a migraine, whatever it is, when you step on that court, I have expectations for you and no excuses. Yeah. Now that's something that they need. That's something that Chrissy Size needs to enforce. To me, that's coaching. That's something that you hammer home in practice. I mean, I don't say that as getting lucky because there was a couple times pre-break where Indiana had opportunities to win and the shots weren't falling. So to me, that's not lucky. Some shots fall, some don't. Gray had an open shot. I wasn't luck that she didn't hit the shot. It just didn't fall. Caitlin Clark came down and had an open 3-point look. It didn't make it. Was it lucky that she missed the shot? No, it wasn't lucky. She just didn't make the shot. That's the way basketball goes. You win some, you lose some. The flu game, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was you do what you got to do. Carry them, carry them out, helping them off the court at the end of the game. Then he went on and get everybody else sick in the locker room. He probably would have gave everybody else COVID. Well, Deshaun Watson looks like a freshman. Lord have mercy. 13 for 27 for 107 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Oof. That's bad for business. Unless you got a flu game. Listen, man. The bottom line is Indiana playing good. Indiana had an opportunity up until halfway through the third quarter to beat Minnesota, and just the wheels fell off. Minnesota was making their shots. Now this game, great juxtaposition. This game, Atlanta was making their shots. Indiana in the fourth, in the third, in the second half, Indiana was matching them. They were going shot for shot, just like that game against Dallas. They was going shot for shot. Minnesota, Fee Collier was going off. Hines Allen was going off. But we weren't matching their shots. And then they got the lead and we couldn't catch up. Indiana just couldn't get it done. This game, they made their shots. So I would have to look at what is Atlanta's record or what is their percentage from the floor. Did they shoot above their percentage today? Did they just have a good game shooting the ball today? Are they normally doing that? So just got to be better at it, and you got to take advantage of every opportunity that you get. So now you're looking at 19-17, 11-6 at home. That's a good home record. I wish I could bring up the playoff standings, because there's still 2 games. I think 2 or 3 games. It might be 2 games, because I think whoever was above them had 21 wins. So they're still 2 games back if they want to move up. So I don't know what the seeding will be and all of that kind of stuff. So, listen, Eric, you already know that is my biggest criticism. Speaking as someone that coaches, that is my biggest criticism of Caitlin Clark. Is she has no poker face. You know when she's upset. You know when she's mad at the refs and all of that kind of stuff. There's been plenty of documented. Everybody always brings up the game when she was still at Iowa, and everybody kept showing her dad in the crowd, talking like, literally her dad was saying, shut the fuck up and just play. And she was crying, but the dad was like, shut up, just play, shut up. And you can tell what he said, just shut the fuck up. So she's been like that. That is not anything new, but that is a criticism for me, because I'm the kind of coach, when I coach basketball, there are certain things that are prerequisites regardless of what level you play at. Little league, high school, college, pro, doesn't matter. And for me, one of those things is, if you mad on the court or if you mad on the field, that means you're not focusing on what you're supposed to be doing. Because when people get mad, they can't think straight. I need you to be able to think straight on the court. So my thing was, I used to tell my kids, don't get mad, get better. If I got to pull you out of the game so you can finish being mad and then get back on the field and do what you got to do, I will do that. Don't get mad, get better. If you can't focus your anger and figure out what you're supposed to do, you're no good to me. That's how I see it. Because I've had plenty of kids get out there and because they so mad, they keying in on trying to get a big cheap hit on somebody, or this guy burned me, so I'm gonna get him back. Well, meanwhile, your assignment just ran past you and they just scored on a 60-yard touchdown. Or they just blew by you because he dunked on you last time and the guy just cut behind you and you wasn't playing defense like the way you were supposed to. So when people get angry, they tend to do things that they don't normally do. And that's, as a coach, that can be very difficult to guard against. And when you see it all over somebody's face, when you can visibly see that, that means their head is somewhere else. And a good coach will remedy that. Take them off, let them cool off, figure something out. You have the Lions winning today by 13. I don't know. This is the third quarter. It's 27-10 with Dallas. Uh-oh. Who was this? Somebody just got hurt. Holding his knee. I don't know. That's a he got a little hyperextend. Oh, I see he landed. He landed, and his ankle was in a weird position, and I think he may have hyperextended his knee, or he got a high ankle sprain. Either way, it ain't looking good. Lexi had to plead with size to challenge a call, which ended up being a successful challenge. Yeah, sometimes players got to do that because I never blame coaches for that don't want to throw the challenge, because a lot of times players are wrong, and a lot of times the refs still get it wrong. So it's a gamble when you do that, and you don't want to lose that timeout. So what you got to do is you got to look at the context of the game at that particular time in the game. Is it worth it to get that call? Is it worth the 2 points you might get to make that call and possibly lose that timeout, or just keep it moving? They got lucky on the play, but you've been dominant in most of the game. So there's a lot of factors that come into play when they make those calls, because it's the worst thing you can do is because you see all the people do it now. What they do this. Running back. Go back and look at it. Running back. Everybody do that. But how many times have they been wrong? That's what you got to look at. When they run a challenge, how many times is the coach wrong? Or how many times does the coach, all right, I'm going to trust what my player is saying, lose that timeout? You don't want to get caught in a situation where, because your player is so adamant about challenging something, and if it doesn't go your way, now you come crunch time, less than a minute left, and you got no timeouts left because you blew it on a bad review call. That's a gamble that a lot of coaches don't want to take. So, and I understand that. Sometimes, Aquaman, I agree with you. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's not. I'm not disagreeing with you, but what I'm saying is coaches got to really think that through, because 100%, there will be another time in that game where you're going to need a timeout. That is for certain. So it's a gamble. Do you think AB's big game was a fluke, like Hull's big game, or do you think she could do it again? I don't think Hull's big game was a fluke. You saw she was what tonight? Lexi Hull was 4 for 6 for night with 12 points. Do I think she's going to get another 22, 24 point game? Possibly, but I'm not expecting that from her. We all knew, just by you calling it a big game, you don't expect that from Lexi Hull. You expect what she did tonight. 4 for 6 from the floor. She scored 12 points. I'm expecting 12 to 15 points from Lexi Hull is a good game. So Aaliyah Boston can do it again if they feed her and if she shoots in the paint like she did tonight. I like that little fake move that she did. She was killing them with that all night. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I don't want no parts of A'ja Wilson. No. In my mind, in my opinion, A'ja Wilson is like, who gonna play the Bulls in the first round? Back when Michael was Michael. Who want to play the Lakers in the first round when Kobe was in his prime? You don't want that problem. I don't. I would rather go back to Connecticut because we beat Connecticut before. So I know Connecticut is good. Don't get it twisted. But I don't want no parts of A'ja Wilson. No. Now you might, if they're doing it now, she's a little banged up. So strategically, there might be some strategy in that. But just off the top, I don't. If there's a player that scares me or that should scare you, is A'ja Wilson, because there's nothing that she can't do. Yeah, Hall has definitely been pretty consistent. What are you saying? It depends on momentum. If you don't question it, we talking about the reviews. It's hard to. Here's one thing I've learned, having played, and you can do the same thing when you talk about the NFL. Having been on an NFL sideline as a player, and they want you to review a call. Like, people have no idea how much noise is going on at the same time. Now, it's what makes it a little different now, because when I played, we didn't have instant replay. We didn't have video review where you could throw a flag. We couldn't do all of that. You had to deal with it. If there was a bad call, it was a bad call. You just had to deal with it. But I will say this: the amount of information, I don't think fans that watch on TV appreciate how much noise and stuff that's going on in the background. So the coaches has got to watch the game, and you got all of this stuff going on in the background. That's why you see, if you're in Philadelphia, that's why you got Big Dom walking around the sidelines, and all these assistant coaches are trying to feed information, because it's hard to pay attention with all of that. Up here in Philadelphia, the big thing over the offseason was Nick Sirianni being a CEO coach, and he was catching some flack for that because of the way the season ended last season. But there is some merit to being a CEO coach, because it's hard to think of everything. Same thing on the basketball court. Now, basketball is a little bit more focused, but you still got a lot of stuff that you got to deal with. So, yeah, I heard she didn't play today. They resting her up. What do they need her to play for? Let her rest up these last few games. They in the playoffs. So if she need rest, let her rest. I don't want to see her. It doesn't matter if they win or lose the last 3-4 games. It doesn't matter. They in the playoffs, and you need A'ja Wilson in the playoffs, because that's where she does her best work. I'm with you, Mike. We don't want that smoke. Not right now. Indiana's a lot better. They're not that much better. Leah Boston has a talent. The issue is if she has a mindset in certain scenarios, second, if she has a skill. Here's the thing with Aaliyah Boston. Aquaman, I don't know if you heard me say this before, but Aaliyah, in my opinion, Aaliyah Boston has big girl's disease. Now, what that means is, growing up, she was always the biggest one in the class or the biggest one on the court. So if you watch Aaliyah Boston get rebounds and the way she plays sometimes, she plays with a lot of finesse, not power, to be somebody that's 6'5". But that's her game. She done got successful doing it this way. Now, if just as a comp, just imagine if Nalissa Smith was 6'5". The way she plays and as physical as she is, now you're talking about a whole different player. So the mindset that Aaliyah Boston, she doesn't have that fight, that she ain't about them streets like that. She doesn't have that personality. That's a personality thing. Nalissa Smith does. She just don't have the talent that Aaliyah Boston has. So it's a thing. She got the attitude to go up, and watch how Nalissa Smith pulls down rebounds, and watch how Aaliyah Boston pulls down rebounds, and you'll see what I mean. Aaliyah Boston goes up, two hands, she gets the ball, and she'll hold the ball out like this. And a lot of times somebody will come around from where she's not looking and knock the ball away. Nalissa Smith goes up one-handed and snatches the ball down. There's the difference. Nalissa goes up with authority and snatches the ball down with power, where Aaliyah Boston goes up with two hands and she holds it out and she leaves it there. And then she makes a pass or something like that, as opposed to coming down, and you know how guys do. You hold the ball, you stick it elbows out and all of that kind of stuff. It's an attitude. It's an attitude. Oh, A'ja Wilson was in a walking boot today? Interesting. Precaution. She ain't gonna miss no playoff game. Unless it's something worse than what we think. Boston can make 12-foot shots. I've seen Boston make 3 points, and she can make. I don't mind Boston shooting that shot from the free throw line. That's about a 10, 12-foot shot. Nalissa Smith is the one that has a hard time making those shots. Nalissa Smith is the one that needs to develop a baby hook shot. She would be deadly on the inside with that baby hook. Or when she dribbles across the key, stop and pop from about 6 to 8 feet, if she can make that shot. But if you ever look at Nalissa Smith's shooting motion, she's got that wind up at the top of her head. And if you ever try to shoot a basketball, I'm not a good basketball player, but I know the basics. I know how you shoot like that. And I know what happens when people shoot like that and have the ball directly over your head. It is difficult to control your strength when the ball is over your head because you got so much tricep. So when she shoots the ball like that, I'm not expecting her to make long distance shots. Dan, we'll talk about that later. But yes, they should have played. But starters don't really play a lot in preseason. So they usually get a quarter. Because I'm talking about going back to when I was playing with Randall Cunningham. Starters would play maybe a quarter or at the very least a series in each game. And that was it. And in the fourth game of the year, the starters didn't play. I hope Indiana gets another 3, like Charlton, Alana, Lynx, get Wheeler a Supermax contract to Charlton. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with that. They can't keep Wheeler. They can't. There's too many other good players that they could get. They got the 3 they got to keep. They got to keep Caitlin. They got to keep Lexi, and they got to keep Kelsey Mitchell. Because if not for Kelsey Mitchell, in my opinion, Indiana will probably be right around maybe 13 wins. Maybe 13, 14 wins. They'd be 5 or 6 wins less without Kelsey Mitchell. Try to be a huge teddy bear. I don't want her being bullied, but I don't want her being door. Yeah, man, it's not that simple. I've said this before. And of course, everything is a football reference. When I was coaching football, Little League football, there was a kid. Now, mind you, I coach 10, 11-year-olds, right? 105 pounders. We had a kid on our team. Literally, he was the biggest, strongest kid on the team. He was just a big kid. You get him like that sometimes. He was a big kid, but he was a sweet kid. I couldn't tell him when you get in, I need you to go get the quarterback and tear his helmet off. Get to the ball. I need you to knock his helmet off. I couldn't tell him that because he didn't have a personality to do that. There was another kid. His name was Seth. His name was Seth Henry. Shout out to Seth. He was a little pit bull. He was one of the smallest kids on the team, but he was my starting Mike linebacker. And he would knock your helmet off. He is somebody I could say, I need you to get to the ball, Seth. Give me the ball. Make a tackle. Make a play. He is somebody I could do that with because he had the attitude and the personality. Just, it's a personality thing. If you get, they brought that up. Remember when Kennedy Carter knocked Caitlin Clark down? And the narrative was, where was all Clark's teammates? Because remember back then, it was like, I don't even think her teammates like her. And where were her teammates to rally around her when they knocked her down? All of that kind of stuff. And if you watch that play, Aaliyah Boston was right there and picked her up. Aaliyah Boston made no move to try to get in Kennedy Carter's face to like, why you pushing down my teammate? Aaliyah Boston didn't do none of that because that's not her personality. Now, fast forward, look at what happened between Kelsey Mitchell and Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud is what, 3 inches taller than Kelsey Mitchell? Kelsey Mitchell got right in her face, pushed her, then pushed her again. So you already know Kelsey Mitchell don't mind getting into them scraps. Y'all know, I know where Kelsey Mitchell come from. I know who her father is. And he ain't bring her up to back down from no type of fights. So you got to look at somebody's personality when it comes to stuff like that. So good point, but you got to understand who you're dealing with. That's when you got to know your personnel. You got to know who's on the court and who they dealing with. Karl Malone is a good comp. Definitely a good comp for Aaliyah Boston. Yep, they have. But at the end of the day, when you get to the playoffs, your whole slate is white clean. What's up? My boy Aussie is in the house from Brisbane, Australia. Yo, Aussie, man, did you check out my nephew? My nephew was in the Australian NBL one league. He played for Goldsmith. Randy Bell is my nephew. Look him up. Welcome to Canada. You already know I spent time with the Ticats, bro. I'm familiar with Canada. It's all good. Yeah, coach, when you shoot the ball, arms are, yeah. It's very difficult to shoot the ball from the top of your head and control it. You lose control. You lose touch. So I read a rumor of the Chicago Sky wanting to get Kelsey Mitchell, so they traded away Cardoso and who else for her? I don't want Cardoso. I need a scorer. Here's the thing: if you want to give away Kelsey Mitchell, who's going to replace that production? It ain't Lexi Hall. You need a Kennedy Carter type person. You need somebody that can shake and bake. Kennedy Carter, Arike Agumbawale, Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, Skylar Diggins-Smith. You need somebody that can be explosive like that. Kelsey Plum. You need an explosive type player if you're going to replace Kelsey Mitchell. Whoever you are replacing, you got to get like for like. Because, not that they can't get anybody else, but look at the way the games are played when Kelsey Mitchell is in there. Because guess what? When Kelsey Mitchell ain't hitting her shots, Caitlin Clark gets on. When Caitlin Clark is not hitting her shots, Kelsey Mitchell gets on. So you got to have somebody that can replace that production. That's the one thing people forget about because they just want to throw trays out there like you throwing away trash. Like, nah, there's a Kelsey Mitchell plays a role. And whoever you bring in has to be as good or better in that role. And in this particular situation, and in her particular case, the points. Who's going to put points? So that means you got to bring somebody in that's got to score. You got to bring somebody in that's going to average 19 a game. That's what you got to do. Who's going to do that? And yes, you can get a big that could do that. But if you get a big that's going to do that, what about the guard? Who's playing opposite of Caitlin Clark? Is Lexi going to get 19 a game? Probably not. So you got to get like for like when people talk trades like that. It's got to be worth it. And it's got to be worth it because now you got a franchise player on your court. And you got to build around that player. So just get names they got to be able to match. Or Caitlin Clark is going to be wasted. Kelsey Mitchell was a number 2 pick when she came out. And this is her 7th year in the league, and this is the first year she'll be in the playoffs. You got to put a team together. High ankle sprain. Yeah, I saw that. And with less than a minute left to go or something like that. So I did see that. She can swing some stones. Yeah, man. Yeah, he played for Goldsmith. That's my guy, Randy Bell. That's my nephew. Coached him in Little League. He was on my Little League football team. And then when he got to high school, he went from a little squat fullback to about 6'4" and dunking on folks. So, yeah, check him out, Randy Bell, Goldsmith Giants. Yeah, Gentorino, we got some. Randy is on my wife's side of the family, but me, my twin sister, and my older sister, we are all state champions at our sports. My twin sister was a state champion in basketball our junior year. My oldest sister was a state champion in track, and I was a state champion in football. I agree, Rob. I agree, but Lynn Dunn and Christy Sides have a very strong affinity for Erica Wheeler. And like I said, Erica Wheeler has been playing pretty good the last 4 games. She's only playing like anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. She's not turning the ball over or making a critical mistake and giving up points in her few minutes in the game. So it is what it is right now. I don't think that's going to change. I would like to see Berger too. We don't need a bully. We don't need a bully. We need a big. We don't need a bully. Everybody says that. Like, what are you basing that on? You got Aaliyah Boston. She don't need a bully, but she just put up 30 points. She was rookie of the year last year. So people were spinning that narrative when everybody was talking about the league was out to get Caitlin Clark. And I refute that. The league ain't out to get Caitlin Clark. These women have been playing hard like that for years. Go look at the tapes. Go look at previous seasons. Y'all know I say that a whole lot. Go look at previous seasons. You can see it for yourself. You can see it for yourself. Wallace is gone, in my opinion. There's no need to keep Wallace. There's no need to keep Wallace or Wheeler. So it's going to be a lot of wheeling and dealing in the offseason. So let's see if Lynn Dunn can make the tough decisions, because you have a generational player and you have to build around that player. So everything you had been doing gets thrown out of the window because you have a new piece on the board. I like Dantas. I want to see her play more too. But it's got to make sense. I want to see more Holland Dantas instead of Lou Ball. Yeah, agreed. Randy score. Oh, over John +6. Yeah. I think the season's over with now. He's home. It's a huge break, but then Wheeler is a lot of. Yeah, Wheeler is the top money maker on the team. She's got the highest contract on the team. I believe her contract is like 270, 274, something like that. Because she's a veteran. I think this is her 9th or 10th year in the league. She's been around for a minute. That's why I say at one point in time she had to be good, but the skills have been diminished a little bit. Plus, at her size, yeah. Because if I'm playing Indiana, she gets the ball. I'm remember like what Caitlin Clark did to South Carolina that one year. I'm waving her off. Go ahead and shoot. One thing people need to do now is create a competitive headspace before the playoff starts. I will give each player a mental fit. Nah, you don't need to do that. I don't think you need to do that. I mean, think about it like this. Melissa Smith went to Baylor. Caitlin Clark went to Iowa and went to 2 straight national championships. Aaliyah Boston, they got ballers on their team. Katie Lou, they got ballers on their team that are used to big games in college. So they don't need to. It's not a switch. They know what to do. They've been in that situation before. Chrissy Sides is the one that's never been to a playoff. Yeah, Aquaman, they did amp it up, but that happens every year. Whoever the number one pick is, and this goes for any sport, whoever the number one pick is, you coming in with a target on your back. Because you telling everybody I was the best of the best because I was numero uno. So everybody's trying to show you up. Remember that first game when they played against New York and Caitlin Clark wasn't looking and she ran smack dab into Stewie on that pick and dropped her like a sack of potatoes. And it's like, well, welcome to the league. Get your damn head on the swivel. When you're the number one pick, everybody's gunning for you. So that is not anything new. Yeah, that's a tricky proposition because that means the owner of the team got to make that move. So, and guess who was the coach the last time Indiana won a championship? Lynn Dunn. That's why she got the job. So a little bit easier said than done, but no pun intended. But so we'll see. Hopefully, they'll make the right moves. I'm with you. I think Wheeler has to be gone. Katie Lou might have to go, and definitely Wallace. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. So, so yeah, man. Good game tonight. Good game tonight. All right, it's about 7, 7:15 here in the East Coast. I'm hungry, and I know my wife is hungry, so I want to get something to eat. So let us real quick. What does the schedule look like? Does anybody see the schedule? What's the next game? When's the next game? I need to see that. Chicago was gutting Dallas. I gotta watch that game because everybody's like, let me see this. Let me see this. Hold on. So let me see this. Chicago, Camila Cardoso's got 8 points. Harrison's got 13 points. Kennedy Carter, 19 points. Kennedy Carter's going off. I told y'all, I made a video the week after she knocked Caitlin Clark down, and I said it then. Kennedy Carter is gonna be a problem. And she's pretty much done that. They finally took her off the bench, and she's been lighting them up ever since. And if they use Camila Cardoso the right way, Camila Cardoso is 8-8 right now in the third quarter. So it looks like Camila might end up with a double-double. So now the Angel is off the court. Let's see if Camila can start getting all them double-doubles that they was raving about. But Kennedy Carter is no damn joke. She just got to keep her nose clean. There's no reason that Kennedy Carter should not have been in that All-Star game. And in my opinion, the only reason she wasn't was because of what she did to Caitlin Clark. So it should be good, man. But listen, I'm gonna get up out of here. Stay tuned. If you want to tune in, the NFL stuff is ramping up. My Eagles won the other night in Brazil. I've been watching the games all day. I got Dallas on right now. I watched Cincinnati lose. So yeah, the NFL games have been cool in week 1. And then we play on Monday night. Next week we play Monday night. So it should be good. So definitely stay tuned if you want some NFL action. But I'm gonna be trying to stay up to date with the WNBA, but I'm going back and forth because NFL is my thing. But the WNBA has been really good, and I'm into it. And we'll be watching it all the way into the playoffs to the championship. So we're gonna keep it moving. But I appreciate everybody being in the chat. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me, and we're gonna keep this thing moving, man. So I appreciate you. Enjoy your week. God bless. Be safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Go Detroit Lions. You wrong for that. All right, Austin Johnny. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get up out of here.